And I know say all this while when these files and very dark matter they happen, Uncle Femi Falana has not said anything about it. He's just quiet in the wash. Of course, you don't expect him to come and follow children to be trained banters, right? But yesterday he was on Channels television. They were interviewing him about some other things. And this issue of defamation of character by VDM and Bobrisky came out. Now I'm going to play you this video and then we'll come and explain some things. Keep sentiments away because many of us, they talk with emotions. Keep emotions aside. Keep sentiments aside. Then understand this from the part of the law. And from the part of a man who has built an empire over the years. Then know if what he's asking for is too much. Let me play this video. Watch this.
Those who will say, did Bobrisky actually reach out to you? Did Bobrisky speak or directly or indirectly to you? If that is not if that is the case or not the case, what are you doing? You've written a letter seeking a retraction of it. No. But what are you doing to establish your innocence in what has been an allegation on this matter?
No, Seun. Bobrisky never spoke to me. I have never met him. I do not know him from Adam. He was alleged to have spoken to my son, Falana. Yes, my son said this guy was appealing to people for assistance and he called my son, I think on May 4 thereabout this year. Please, can you give me 3 million naira to be placed in a special part of the prison? We call it the VIP section. And my son asking, are you calling me under the authorization of the superintendent of prisons? He said, no, please, don't call me again. I'm unable to assist you to bribe the prison authorities. And be very careful, since you are already in jail for an offense. Please, if you are going to come in next time, you either do it through the superintendent or you write a letter endorsed by the prison authorities. And that was the last. Somebody now said he listened to a tape somewhere and went out to lampoon and rather defame me by saying the guy has spoken to me. Of course, we are going to examine the call logs. And my son has also said, this was the guy who originated a call to me. My son has never negotiated fees on behalf of anybody. On the contrary, my 3 children normally refer people who need assistance to me. And not those, in fact, my wife was asking our kids recently, why are you always sending people who are not able to pay our fees? Next time we are going to be charging you. So this is the position. Now what I'm going to do, I have resisted the temptation to file a criminal complaint because I'm leading a team of lawyers in West Africa campaigning for decriminalization of freedom of expression. We have succeeded. This campaign is being coordinated by the Media Foundation for West Africa, of which I'm a member of the board. We have succeeded in getting Liberia, Ghana, and Sierra Leone to decriminalize freedom of expression. We are still appealing to other countries in the region to ensure that we respect freedom of expression. But that is not a license for defaming people, for blackmailing people. And what we are saying, if you are defamed, in the words of the late Justice Olatawura, in the case of Ofawankwa and the state, if you are defamed by anybody, please go out there and sue for libel, where you put your own character in issue. In this case, we are not going to file a criminal complaint. We will not be pushed to do that. I'm currently defending a couple of journalists who are standing trial, either under the Cyber Crimes Act or under criminal libel. But what we are going to do is to embark on civil proceedings with a view to restoring our integrity, my own name and that of my son, so that nobody will simply rush to the social media to defame any Nigerian. We want to make an example. In this case, we have asked for a retraction and an apology rendered to us. And that is not too much.
No, that is
and
not.
If we don't have a retraction, an apology acceptable to us, accepted by us, we are certainly going to initiate civil proceedings in the High Court.
Yeah, Mr. Falana.
Okay. I need you guys to get something straight, right? You get what we like do. Then you get what they acceptable by the law to do. Somebody got a recording, allegedly, of Bobrisky talking to somebody else. And they decided to publicize it. That's good. That's good enough. But you need to understand what is allowed by the law to do. By the laws of Nigeria, if a defamation statement is made in private and you publicize it, you are responsible to prove that it is correct. Note, I'm not blaming VDM for publicizing the audio. What I'm blaming him for is not confirming if that statement was correct or not. Because from the look of things, that statement was not correct. Now, when he now went ahead to publicize the audio, at the point where you heard Falana's name, what you say is, Uncle Falana or Mr. Falana, depend on the level of respect where you give him. Your name is mentioned here. Please, we will want clarity. I don't want to believe that this is true. But what he said was, I be first to they do. They Femi Falana, they go they do like say that they help people. So now they do. That is insinuating. And insinuating can be punishable under the law. That is what we're trying to tell people. But when I talk her, they say that because I hate her. Nah. Bobrisky case don't end. EFCC don't explain their part. Prisons don't explain their part. Everybody don't work out go. Only you still get law case to attend to. Because you did not do it the right way. But once we tell you that this way is not the right way, you have fans that are ready to insult anybody that points the mistake to you. On my first video, I said, I'm seeing a lot of loopholes here. You sure say you don't check and well? Make I shut up. I the jealous. They do this. Okay, now me soon and go court now. And I clearly said, if care is not taken, he go nail Bobrisky for left. He go nail himself for right. What the Falana clan is asking for is simple. An apology that is acceptable to us. Not the type you like to give. You cannot disrespect loudly and apologize mildly. I don't think I've done anything wrong. But if they say I've done anything wrong, I'm sorry. That apology itself is a disrespect. Imagine saying your party, you say, you have done something I don't like. You can't tell your party, I don't think I do when we no good. But if you say I do something we no good, no verse. You won't think her. But because some of them like her, on they support nonsense. His speech about the Falana family was full-blown nonsense. And all of you will say I did talk against her because I won't gather views. I tell you again, if I need to gather views, I will talk for him. If I support him, I will get more views. You know I'm here, my name don't trend reach over this matter. People will not get beef for me over this matter, but I'm not really send anybody. It's almost also crazy when they call Nigeria, they will deal with me. Okay. You go know say me okay leko. You go know. Sabi worry boy. What I call. Anyway, I just decided to point it to you so that you understand where the issue is. Just apologize and move on.